Welcome to English Instructor. Just another beautiful day in paradise. I didn't always used to live in this town. In fact, I used to live in Tokyo, Japan. That city was fun and exciting, but I'm glad I live here now. Years ago, I used to ride my mountain bike up and down the hill and through the streets. I also used to play soccer just in this field right over here. How about you? What did you used to do? What kind of hobbies did you used to have? Where did you used to live?
Today we will talk about used to. Let's take a look at a few very important grammatical structures about used to. We make our sentences like this. I used to da-da-da-da-da-da, but now I don't. Or, I never used to da-da-da-da-da-da, but now I do. We use used to talk about past habits, past schedules, and things we did with regular frequency. Now let's take a look at a few examples about myself. I used to wear a suit and tie to work, but now I don't. When I was in Japan, that was part of my job description as a language teacher and English instructor. But now, at my current college, I do not have to wear a suit and tie. Okay, let's take a look at another example. I never used to design web pages, but now I do. Just a few short years ago, I started designing web pages, two of which are AnthonyHalderman.com and Halderman Photographs. So why don't you look those up? Okay, I digress. Now, back to used to. That explains some of the meaning and the reason why we use used to. Now let's take a look at a few grammatical structures. Here's an example sentence. I used to wear a necktie, but now I don't. Notice that the verb wear is in its infinitive form, its plain form, base form, or simple form. Let's take a look at some incorrect sentences. I used to wears, I used to wearing, I used to wore. These are incorrect. The main verb wear must remain in its infinitive form. To is very important, and the plain verb form is very important. Now some negative sentences. I didn't used to wear. Didn't is already serving as the past tense, so the verb use does not use a D. So we say, I didn't used to wear, not I didn't used. Let's take a look at some questions. Did you used to play the guitar? Notice in its question structure, use does not use a D. This is very important. The auxiliary verb did already serves as the past tense.
Hello. We interrupt your program, English Instructor, to bring you news and views. And while you're watching news and views, be sure to notice some of the vocabulary. You may even want to get a little help from a friend, a dictionary, or a teacher. Now, let's watch. Welcome to News and Views. What's your name and where are you from?
Hi, my name is Chris Edwards and I'm from Buckinghamshire, England.
Wow, I've never been to England. I hear it's a very beautiful and cultural place. So what's your job, your profession, your career?
Well, now I live here in California and I work for a place called Tennis Warehouse, and I mostly write about tennis product, but I also travel to tournaments and interview professional players.
Tennis is a great sport. You've probably met some interesting people and have traveled to great places. Where have you visited?
I've been to all the majors except Australia, so I've been to the French Open in Paris, France, Wimbledon in London, England, and then the US Open in New York, and then a host of other smaller tournaments in Europe and in the US.
Who are some of the more famous people you've interviewed?
I've interviewed Justine Henin and Roger Federer, both world number ones. Probably my most favorite interview would be Boris Becker, who won, I think, 6 Grand Slams and was a hero of mine when I was growing up. I just interviewed Nicole Vadisova. She's about number 12 in the world.
Wow, what a great job you have. So tell us, what are some other sports you like to play besides tennis?
As well as tennis, I like to go surfing. I also like to play soccer. I play local pickup games here at lunchtimes between work and...
Well, thanks for appearing on News and Views. Next time we'll see you, we'll be on the tennis court.
Thanks a lot.
That was News and Views. I hope you had a chance to notice the vocabulary. Be sure to practice some of the vocabulary in your future conversations. Now, back to your regular program.
That was News and Views. I hope you thought it was interesting. I certainly did. Now, back to used to. Let's study another very important point. This is something you need to be careful about. Used to and be used to and get used to have different meanings. Let's take a look at some sentences. I used to live in Alaska has a different meaning than I'm used to living in Alaska or I got used to living in Alaska. The meaning with be used to or get used to means become accustomed to, familiar with, or comfortable with. So this has a different meaning than the used to we have been studying. It's important to be aware of these differences. Now, let's watch a student have some dialogue with used to.
Hello, Samantha. Yeah, this is Armando. How are you? You used to call me all the time? You don't call me anymore. Why not? We never used to ignore each other. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Is that what you think? Oh, man. Well, I used to take you out to dinner and we used to watch movies together. I guess we won't be doing that anymore either. Oh, you don't care? Oh, well, we used to walk on the beach and go to the farmer's market. Now, I'll just buy my vegetables. Somebody else. With who? With your sister? That's cool. Okay, bye-bye.
Now let's practice some questions. What did Samantha used to do all the time? She used to call Armando all the time. What doesn't she do anymore? She doesn't call anymore. What did they never used to do? They never used to ignore each other. Now let's practice some true and false statements. He used to take her out to dinner. True. They used to watch sports together. False. They used to watch movies together. They won't be doing that anymore. True. Now let's practice some multiple choice questions. Who doesn't care? A. Samantha. B. Armando. C. Her friends. A. Samantha. Where did they used to walk? A. In the park. B. In the shopping mall. C. On the beach. C. On the beach. Who will he buy vegetables with? A. Samantha's sister. B. His friend. C. His new girlfriend. A. Samantha's sister.
Well, that was our lesson about used to. I hope you learned something. Please be sure to practice some of the vocabulary and the grammar structures in your future conversations. Also, I really want to thank all of the guests, the actors, and the volunteers for appearing in this video. Be sure to watch another English instructor video. I'll see you later. Bye.
We go in places and empty talk